Anything else that you would like to tell me about your military experience?
Because events happened every day. You had your neck sticking out. I could tell you about the Japanese planes flying over and dropping the bombs and
Tell me that story about dropping the bombs close to your shovel.
well, we were. I was supposed to go up this mountain and work up there, and it was about dark, almost dark. The colonel says, Sergeant said, take your shovel up there and get it ready to go to work in the morning. So I was headed up the mountain. And I got about halfway up there, and the infantry was digging in to spend the night up there. And they were digging foxholes to sleep in. And I, in the meantime, I was twisting the shovel around to get around them and threw a track off. Well, I had a car, a Jeep following me, and so we got in the Jeep, went back down to get a bulldozer to go up and hook onto the beam and pull it down so we could get that track off the ground and put it back on. But anyway, on the road back up, we got, before we ever started up, we were just right at the edge of our camp. Boom. And the dirt just flew all over everything. And I was sitting on the command car and jumped off and ran over and got under a bridge, and I could hear a plane leaving the area. And a plane, I found out there'd been two planes over. I only heard one, but they were dropping phosphorus bombs on and was trying to hit on our food supply, which was piled up about 30 feet high and 50 feet long or more. And it consisted of 1 and 10 or 10 and 1 rations. That's what it was. Feed 10 men 1 meal or 1 man 10 meals. And they were trying to hit this and do away with it. But anyway, the bomb dropped right in the middle of the road ahead of the D8 bulldozer, and he had his blade up in the air, and it deflected all the dirt and made a huge hole in the ground. And so the colonel, the company commander, he came to and he said, Sergeant Dennett, are you all right? I said, yes, sir. And he said, well, you let that go tonight. I said, don't go back up there. So I didn't. Went up the next day.
One other story you told me the other day, and that was about the Japanese that saved your life.
Say what?
The Filipino that saved your life.
Oh, well, of course they worked these shovels 24 hours a day. And I was running one at night, loading trucks. And the way you were notified that a Japanese plane was coming over, they would shoot 3 shells that you could see go through the air. And you're supposed to be able to see that and know that there's a Japanese plane coming over, and shut your lights off and get away. And I didn't see the warnings, so here I was working, and here came this plane over, and he dropped a bomb, and it hit a gas dump right nearby, and we received our gasoline in 55-gallon barrels, and I could see a a 55-gallon barrel, a drum in the air, maybe 50 feet high. And that scared me, and I got away from that. But anyway, I found out later that I had protection from the Japanese on the ground, and there were still Japanese soldiers left around where I was at. But anyway, one was sneaking in. He was going to shoot me, and my protection, my Filipino friends who were guarding me, they found him and killed him before he got in there. He didn't get shoot at me.